To the big political story of the day. And of course, the day was marked by high drama as there were those raids on a senior Congress politician and MLA, closely linked, of course, with all of those MLAs who are being kept there, Gujarati MLAs being kept in a resort to try and make sure that there's no defections that are taking place. That immediately, of course, created headlines all during the day, with the Congress saying it was vendetta and the BJP and other opposition leaders saying, well, you know, he was caught and it was a bona fide income tax raid. In fact, the entire matter did come up in Parliament, created quite a storm in Parliament. Let's just show you some of what happened in Parliament.
Income tax department को यूज करके ये कर्नाटक में जो ईगल रिसोर्ट में एमएलए थे 42 एमएलएs उन एमएलएs के डरा के धमका के टेरराइज करके वहां पर ईडी के लोगों को वहां पर भेजा है।
किसी रिजॉर्ट पे या किसी गुजरात के एमएलए पे कोई सर्च टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट की नहीं हुई, उनसे कोई संपर्क नहीं हुआ। ये बात सच है कि कर्नाटक सरकार के एक मंत्री और उनके सहयोगियों के ऊपर कोई इनकम टैक्स की सर्च हुई है। इनकम टैक्स के अधिकारी इसलिए उनका स्टेटमेंट लेना और उनको वहां से अपने घर ले जाना केवल इस पर्पस के लिए रिजॉर्ट में गए।
And now joining us for a lot more on that, Jay Narayan Vyas, it's a great pleasure to have you with us, one of our senior BJP leaders from Gujarat, and Javid Shergill joining us from the Congress party as well. Mr. Vyas, if I can first turn to you, the Congress party has been saying this is political vendetta. Ahmed Patel had this particular tweet where he said it's a witch hunt that the BJP is doing just to try and get one extra Rajya Sabha seat from Gujarat. How would you react to that?
I would like to only add to what Mr. Patel has tweeted. He would have said that BJP planted 5 crore rupees in the house of this gentleman concerned DK Shivkumar, and then they went after him. So this is all BJP is doing. I think this is absolutely senseless. There is a process and the law takes its own course. So if there is a huge cash found from somebody's residence, the next step obviously is to search the concerned person, his establishments and the connected business houses, etc., of which one happens to be the golf course in question where these MLAs are housed. So where is the question of witch hunt? You know, no MLA is searched. Nobody else is questioned. The person, DK Shivkumar, he was on that resort, so he being an owner, the residence or whatever it was, temporary establishment that he was there, that was being searched and he was being questioned. So I think to make a mountain out of a mole, just to sort of create an issue out of nothing, I think Congress is trying to now, it is their frustration at the peak that is trying to make these kind of baseless allegations.
All right, let me just throw that to Javid. Javid, essentially Mr. Vyas is saying, well, you know, there was a bona fide action, there was money that was found, and of course all through the day we've been hearing other reports, he was caught tearing up papers and so on and so forth. Why is it that the Congress party says that this is done nothing but a case of vendetta?
Vikramji, number one, the timing of the raid is the living example or rather a solid proof of the political influence or the political motive behind the raid. Today, income tax raid was not to seize some black money. The intent was to seize and snatch Congress MLAs. That was the intent of this income tax raid. Third, it is not a raid on any individual. Today's raid is a raid on democracy, a raid on fair and free elections. Number four, he is talking about money. Income tax and investigating agencies are behaving like muscle men of the Bharatiya Janata Party. In Gujarat, our MLAs are not safe. The police is hounding them in Bangalore. Number five, till now, is this a sudden development, this case? Why did the income tax authority not summon him, investigate him and parade with the CRPF? He is not a terrorist. The income tax manual does not allow calls for a local police assistance. Today, Bharatiya Janata Party wanted to create optics to scare the MLAs by parading in the CRPF. Today, is this the job of our paramilitary forces to conduct income tax raids, act at the behest of BJP? So this is nothing but highlights, showcases BJP's political desperation to gain strength in Rajya Sabha. And lastly, Vikramji, why is there a pattern? You have Panama Papers. Pakistan is investigating. Today, income tax, ED, CBI is in a slumber when it comes to investigating Panama Papers. These investigating agencies only behave like a remote-controlled hawks when it comes to opposition and turn a blind eye when it comes to the government. So I think it's the last line. I think the people of this nation are watching that BJP is addicted to hijacking governments, poaching MLAs to satisfy their greed for power. This is what is happening.
Mr. Janarayan Vyas, Jaiveer Shergill is saying that there is a pattern at work out here, that the investigating agencies and the authorities are essentially functioning as an extension of the BJP and the central government, only hunting down the opposition, and I might add anybody else whom they don't think is necessarily agreeing with them. Specifically in this case, the use of the CRPF people walking in with assault rifles is not something that the income tax normally does. You're supposed to have the local police, not the CRPF.
Well, Vikramji, I will like to make one or two points. Number one, as far as the raid is concerned, whatever Mr. Shergill is saying, I think our Finance Minister has amply clarified the position of the Income Tax Department and the purpose for which the raid was being conducted. So I don't want to add even a word on what the matter has been clarified on the floor of the House. So that stands amply clarified. Now regarding part 2, you know, the Congress MLAs being threatened and witch hunt and all that. First they complained to the Election Commission, which is the highest constitutional body in the country. Election Commission seeks the report of the Chief Secretary of the state, again who is an All India Service Officer. If they had anything which Mr. Shergill is saying, they could have presented it before the Honorable Election Commission for adjudication. I think without having any proof on hand, without having any tangible sort of a document or anything that supports these wild kind of charges they are trading with, they just are out to make certain issues where they themselves know that they don't have any ground to stand on.
Okay,
so I think this is frustration of Congress, nothing beyond that. And I don't think that this issue, I mean, what he was trying to tell, when the cash was found, when the process was on, you know, he wanted Mr. D.K. Shivkumar to destroy the papers and give him sufficient time so that any proof that whatever the department could have laid hand on is destroyed.
Okay, we are hearing
the department has acted in all fairness. They have not touched any of the MLAs which were interned there.
Okay, let me throw that back to Jaiveer. Jaiveer, your turn.
No, I think, Vikramji, firstly, the Congress party has complained to the Election Commission, but Congress MLAs, today the state of affair is this, that police, I'm repeating, is behaving like muscle men of BJP. Today, last time in Manipur, same pattern. CRPF surrounded Congress MLA, flew him down to Delhi and had a meeting wanted to have a meeting with the President Amit Shah. Again, the same pattern is repeated today, where the MLAs are being hounded merely to gain strength in Rajya Sabha. Now, third point, he is talking again and again about income tax raid. Let Mr. Vyas answer me in law. It is unheard of parading CRPF for conducting a raid in income tax. He is not going to catch Osama bin Laden, for God's sake. If there is an economic violation, he will face the music of the law. Number 4, when will income tax or raid those MLAs who are offering 15 crore bribe to Congress MLAs? Why is income tax not raiding those people who are openly giving Congress MLAs the bribe to come and join Bharatiya Janata Party? The raid should happen on those people and not on Congress MLAs.
We are almost out of time on this. So, Mr. Vyas, you want to answer specifically those points about CRPF and about bribes being offered to Congress MLAs?
These are, I mean, my specific Vikramji, my specific answer to the last charge he made, 15 crore bribe. I again say that if they had any proof, any tangible document which could have established this, they should have presented it to the Election Commission. That is very, very clear. They don't have any proof. This is all figment of their imagination and all charges which are fabricated.
Notice has been issued to you.
Issues regarding why CRPF was there and what was the, I think having the whole matter clarified by the Honorable Finance Minister on the floor of the House, I will not have to add anything, because who is more competent to talk on this?
All right, we've heard what the Finance Minister had to say.
So
Jaiveer,
I think that issue stands amply clarified. There is no substance in what Mr. Shergill is saying.
All right, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. I think you started. So, Jay, you want to say one last line from you, then we have to end this.
Last line is BJP is attracted to power like sharks are attracted to blood, and in there they are blindfolded. In the hunger for power, they have stopped seeing the difference between the right and wrong, and are setting a very wrong precedence in democracy.
All right, Mr. Vyas, are you a shark attracted to blood right now? You know,
just last sentence.
Yeah, last sentence from you.
Just last sentence. I will like to ask my friend, what was Congress doing when after Mrs. Gandhi came to power after emergency, they summarily packed home 8 democratically
go back to
elected state governments?
1980. Mr. Vyas, let's not go back into history. Okay, we can get in the emergency and history, but all right, let's try and keep it here and now. So obviously, a highly controversial development, and this overall question of the misuse of the agencies and of power for political purposes is actually an overall question that is not going to go away somewhere soon, and we'll keep on debating and discussing it. But for the moment, we're going to call a truce on this particular debate.